Hello, and welcome back to another episode of Insect News. Today we have a very exciting topic to discuss with you, the most interesting pest you will ever find, the mole cricket. The mole cricket are part of the order Orthoptera, and they are actually the largest group of orthopterans that are native. They are omnivores who feed on soil invertebrates and also on plant roots. They are subsocial insects, and they are hemimetabolists. Their color of their body is brown, and the shade will vary slightly depending on the species of mole crickets. They are covered in fine velvety hairs all over their body, and they range in body length from 35 millimeters to 46 millimeters, with the females typically being slightly larger than the males. They have elongated cerci at the tip of the abdomen and are wingless in their juvenile stage. In their adult stage, when they do have wings, they don't fly often, and flight is typically clumsy. They have highly modified forelegs for digging those burrows that they are known for. The foretibia has large blade-like projections called dactyls, and the arrangement and number of dactyls will distinguish species of mole crickets. Now we're going to switch to Sam, who will discuss the different types of species of mole crickets.
Thanks, Nikki. Now we know the general morphology of mole crickets. But how many species are there, and what makes them different? The southeastern United States has three common species: the southern, tawny, and short-winged mole crickets. The southern mole cricket is the most widespread and has a dark-colored pronotum. The tawny mole cricket is very similar to the southern, but may be distinguished by the higher pitch of its stridulations. Additionally, the southern mole crickets in South Florida produce 2 generations per year, compared to the usual 1 generation of other species. Finally, the short-winged mole cricket, which may be easily identified due to the much wider coloration and lack of flight. All the species mentioned are native to North America, but where exactly can they be found in the wild? Georgia will explain now.
As Sam said, mole crickets are present through the southeastern United States, of course specifically in Florida. So what environments are mole crickets found in? They specifically like sandy loam or peaty soils, with a fluctuating water table and disturbed or cultivated ground. For these reasons, mole crickets are found on farms, home lawns, golf courses, pastures, but prefer bahia grass and Bermuda grass in particular. Sam will now tell us about how these creatures use their burrows and bodies to attract mates.
Thank you, Georgia. If you've never seen a mole cricket in person, it's likely that you've heard them. The male digs a horn-shaped burrow specifically made to amplify their stridulations, reaching over 100 decibels, louder than a chainsaw, all to attract a mate. The female is attracted to the song and chooses an appropriate mate. She then lays her eggs in spring, either in her own burrow, or she kicks the male out and uses his instead. Crickets are probably sounding like pretty awesome insects, though some of their behaviors can be a little bothersome. Georgia?
They're a large pest problem in Florida as they make tunnels in the ground and eat the grass. This severs the grass roots and causes the soil to shift upwards. They're most active during late August to early October, so that's when people should look out for them. The best way to combat a mole cricket infestation is through biological control, where a natural enemy is introduced. This is a cheap mechanism, and the population of natural enemy can be easily maintained. So what is the most effective natural enemy in this case? In this case, the most effective biological control is the Lara wasp, as its young feed off the mole cricket, and the wasp can lay up to 100 eggs in a lifetime, each of which is laid on the mole cricket's back, where the larva will feed off its blood until it's fully grown, and then it will eventually eat the mole cricket. This is very reliable as there are 100% death rate. Now back to you, Sam.
So, in summary, the mole cricket is quite the unique pest. Have you seen one before now? Did you know that they live in Florida, or that they're a nuisance to crops? Their large size, fossorial legs, and deafening song sets them apart from other orthopterans, very much in a category of their own. This, indeed, makes them the most interesting pest you will find.
Now that you've learned all about mole crickets, here are a few pictures and some questions to test your knowledge. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time on the next episode of Insect News. Here is an example of the varying shades of brown within the different species, and this is an example of the damage that these pests can do.